I've been losing sleep.
Oh, this is a good one.
Things that we could be. Baby, I think I've been paid home. Say no more counting dollars. We'll be counting stones. Yeah, we'll be counting stones.
Hello, viewers. It's James Kalm, the guy on the bike, bringing you more half-assed reporting. And it's Friday afternoon. We're going to start a little jaunt here at the Martos Gallery. And we're going to take a little stroll through an exhibition by Alex Chaves titled The Rose Period. Well, I was tipped off to this show by Roberta Smith's review in the Times today. And, well, I took a glance at the photo they reproduced and said I should pop over and check this out. This piece is titled Peter, 2016 oil on canvas, 51.5 by 41.5. And, well, a lot of people think I only look at abstract painting, but actually I'm interested in all kinds of paintings. The weirder the better. Now, one of the things that Roberta was talking about is the way that Alex references a lot of classic modernism. So this is kind of a jazzed up version of a Cézanne nude. This is titled Bedroom, 2016, 48 by 40 inches. And, well, I don't know whether that's a reference to Van Gogh's bedroom, but actually it kind of makes me think of Florine Stettheimer a little bit. Also, I've been receiving some suggestions from viewers that I slow down my my surface scans of the painting, so I'm going to try to get in there and take a little slower run over the surfaces. This is titled The Rose Period. I guess this is the namesake of the show. 2016 oil on canvas, 48 by 96, so this is 4 by 8 feet. And, well, this kind of, I guess, recalls a Gauguin. I have to say that I like Alex's punchy colors. And yeah, it's kind of his eccentric, kinky, twisty forms are kind of nice. This is one of the more interesting presentations here in the show. This is titled Koros Boy, 2016 Drywall, Paint, Pencil, and Steel. So they've got these little sections of drywall and a framework on rollers. This is 40 by 48 by 30 inches. Well, I'll read a little bit from the press release. The Rose Period is a show by Alex Chaves. Who is she? They found her in the barn next to the rodeo, sleeping on a striped blanket in a pile of hay. This piece is titled Willa and Grace, 2016. And, well, there's kind of a, what could I call it? A naive, kind of urgent sincerity that made me think of Keith Meyerson. And yeah, this is nice the way she's kind of squirted out these forms. And some nice color in that blanket. It's an interesting pairing. This is titled Painter, 2016, ink, paint, colored pencil and marker on paper, and Painter, ink, paint, colored pencil and marker on paper, 2016. Back to the press release. They thought she was a goat, a crab. It just couldn't be. I've been tracking her for quite a few years now, and I felt kind to call these paintings, the Rose Period, because I could tell she wanted to have one. And, well, again, I think that might be a reference to Van Gogh, maybe Picasso, one of their portraits. And this is Chloros Woman. Drywall, paint, pencil, and steel. It's a little bigger than the other piece. Well, yeah, I wonder how these are going to hold up. It looks like we got some oil stick in there, maybe. That's a tiny little piece. Oh. And, yeah, we got some paint gooped on there. So that kind of relates to people like Alison Skolnick and Dennis Hollingsworth, and maybe even Vanessa Prager, whose work we looked at a couple of weeks ago. It's called Baby Alex Baby. Oil on canvas, 2016, 48 by 96. I like the kind of the distortions in that face. Ludwig Minder. And again, we got some little halos. Looks like they squirted straight out of the tube. Okay, we'll wrap up looking at this. Rose 2016. All on canvas 18 by 14. And again, we've got the kind of the chunky partial frame on there. And, well, this definitely recalls Van Gogh. I can just say from personal experience that paintings like this are a challenge to store. James Kalm reporting on Alex Chaves' The Rose Period here at Martos Gallery on West 29th Street. All right, viewers, well, we're going to continue our little soiree with a visit to Marcel Broodthaers at Kasmin. Hello. Well, I believe that this exhibition is running at the same time that a major Broodthaers show is also being presented at the Modern. Well, you probably couldn't ask to get farther away from the urgent paint handling of someone like Alex Chaves than the work of Broodthaers. And, well, looks like there is an awful lot of work in here, so I won't get to all of it, but I'll take a cursory trot around the gallery and make a few comments. Okay, this is titled Atlas 1975. This is titled Comedy. This is also 1974, published by Multiples Inc. and the Castelli Gallery. Well, this Marcel Broodthaers was a Belgian poet. I guess he considered himself a failed poet. And after about 20 years struggling, he decided to change professions. And I guess his first major piece was taking 50 editions of one of his poetry books and casting them in plaster. I think what makes him interesting for a lot of people is that, well, this is about the same time that Joseph Beuys was getting a lot of attention, and I would consider this a kind of a tricky version of conceptual art. It's titled The Manuscript Trouvé dans une bouteille. And I guess a lot of people consider this the beginnings of what became known as institutional critique. Well, and by institutional critique, I think what Marcel was thinking about is, you know, what is art? Who gets to decide what art is? Are the people that run museums or academies, are they somehow privileged above everyone else to decide what is and isn't historically considered art? And, well, Broodthaers actually kind of sarcastically decided to form his own museum. I think they called it the Museum of Eagles, something like that. Oh, these pieces are on canvas. And this is titled Série de neuf peintures en language Allemand die Welt. So, die Welt von Kant. The world from Marx. Von Hölderlin is a very famous German poet that Heidegger is constantly referring to. Hegel. Well, I guess it's been 3 or 4 years ago I covered another exhibition of his work. These are actually painted vacuum form pieces. And, well, I was Googling him and I came across his Wikipedia page, and they have a photograph of his tombstone, and he actually used a lot of these images on his own tombstone that he designed. This is an interesting piece. This is titled, "Don't Say I Didn't Say So, The Parrot." And, well, I guess Broodthaers would also be a practitioner of installation art. And I heard this guy clicking and chirping a little bit when I came in. And they have a recording of him reciting one of his poems coming out of this vent here. Oh, there's a reference to the Fritz. Let's look in the back. Well, one of the points they bring out in the press release is that Broodthaers never did actually stop being a poet. And all of his work involves a lot of texts and kind of poetic approaches to things, poetic references. Getting back to his idea of the museum, you know, he collected a lot of various things, kind of kitschy things. We saw the pictures of the beef cattle and images of eagles. And, well, it was his idea that these things were as valid to be in a museum as Rembrandt's or Van Gogh's. Oh, that's interesting. So he adds these little flags in there. Oh, and we got the maintenance people. Okay. So, and we're going to put a parrot in there. We've got to hire 3 guys full-time to keep an eye on this guy. Let's see what happens. Is he going to fly away? Oh, that little guy looks kind of scared. He's starting to shake. It'll be all right. gives a new meaning to the idea of art handling. Okay. Just glance at some of the other things. Okay. I got some blueprints for his museum design. We got our Angs. It's like a Courbet. Ang's drawings. You know, there are also a lot of references to, you know, the whole idea of the Belgian surrealists, like Magritte, the Man in the Derby. And I think there's always a kind of pretty biting critical humor about a lot of this. This is Museum 1972. Looks like silkscreens, but his idea was that he was going to help finance his museum by selling these gold ingots, which have the eagle logo stamped on them, and he was going to charge twice the current price of gold. Nicht rauchen. Nicht rauchen. Don't smoke. And again, you know, a lot of this does reference something like, this is not a pipe. Well, there's been a whole plethora of other artists that have picked up on his ideas, his playfulness, and his the critique of the institutions, not just the museums, but the collectors, the market, the gallery system. Oh, that's nice. Well, James Kalm reporting on Marcel Broodthaers here at Paul Kasmin Gallery. Thank you, Kate.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Sing that money, watch it burn. Sing it to the lessons I learned. Sing that money, watch it burn. Sing it to the room, the lessons I learned.
Whoa! Thanks, Gabriel.
It's an honor.
Master Blaster.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
It's an honor.